Hello everybody, today I'm going to be doing my New York City book haul. I'm going to be starting with the bookstores that I went to first, all the way to the last one. I only went to a total of 4. I am going to start off with the first bookstore that I went to, which was Barnes & Noble's. I will put the address that I went to, because I know there's a couple of them, down below. The first thing I bought was this Audrey Hepburn bookmark. I saw it at the bookstore here in San Antonio, and I wanted to get it, but I ended up getting another one. It just says nothing is impossible. The world, not the world, the word itself says I'm possible, by Audrey Hepburn. It's super cute, animated, super cute. I don't really like cats, but it's really cute. Then I bought The House in the Cerulean, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know how to pronounce it, but C by T.J. Klune. If I say anything wrong, please don't judge me, just correct me. So in the back it says, Linus Baker is a by-the-book caseworker in the department in charge of magical youth. At 40, he lives in a tiny house with a devious cat and his old records for company. But his quiet life is about to change. Linus, I think I just said those two in a different pronunciation. Anyways. Is summoned by extremely upper management and given a curious and highly classified assignment. Travel to an orphanage on a distant island and determine whether 6 dangerous magical children are so dangerous, in fact, that they're likely to bring about the end of days. When Linus arrives at the strangest of islands, he's greeted by a series of mysterious figures, the greatest mystery of which is Arthur Parnassus. This is not going well. The master of the orphanage. As Linus and Arthur grow closer, Linus discovers the master would do anything to keep the children safe, even if it means the world has to burn. Or worse, his secret comes to light. The House in the Cerulean Sea is an enhancing love story, masterfully told about the profound experience of discovering an unlikely family in an unexpected place and realizing that family is yours. So the second book that I bought, I have been wanting to read the series, although I'm not too much into fantasy, but everyone says it's really good, so I wanted to try it out. But I just didn't know if I wanted to, for sure. It was just like an ick I had. But when I was there, this worker and, well, like an employee, I don't like the word worker. This employee and a customer were talking about it, and they just convinced me. My light is flickering. I'm so sorry, girl. There. Oh, I just stared at it. Now I can't see anything. So, A Court of Thorns and Roses. If you have read this book, let me know what you think. Don't give me any spoilers because I will block you. But I want to read it nonetheless. Let me know. By Sarah J. Maas. Is that how you pronounce her name? I hope so. So it says, when 19-year-old Huntress, I'm still seeing dots from looking into the light. I'm so sorry. Hold on, give me a minute. When 19-year-old Huntress Fire kills a... Look. Let's just come to the conclusion that I can't pronounce names. So please, don't judge me. Oh my god, this light. Girly, get your stuff together. When 19-year-old Huntress Fair kills a wolf in the woods, a terrifying creature arrives to demand retribution. Dragged to a treacherous magical land she knows about only from legends, Fair discovers that her captor is not truly a beast, but one of the lethal immortal fairies who once ruled her world. At least, he's not a beast all the time. As she adapts to her new home, her feelings for the fairy Tamlin transform from icy hostility into a fiery passion that burns through every lie she's been told about the beautiful, dangerous world of the Fae. But something is not right in the fairies' land. An ancient wicked shadow is growing, and Fire must find a way to stop it or doom Tamlin and his world forever. So what they told me when I was at the bookstore is that this first book is a little slow to get into. but every book after this, specifically the second one, is very good. So excited to read this. Next one is one that I already know I'm going to cry to, because everyone says I cry, and anyone who knows me, I cry. Not a lot with movies. Like, I cry sometimes with movies, but not a lot. But with books, I bawl. Okay? With books, it's a different story. We're not going to get into it. We're not going to discuss my feelings, because we're not. But A Little Life by Hanya. I'm not going to try to pronounce it. You get the gist. I can't wait. It says, A Little Life follows 4 college classmates broke adrift and buoyed only by their friendship and ambition as they move to New York in search of fame and fortune, while their relationships, which are tied by addiction, success, and pride, deepen over the decades. The men are held together by their devotion to the brilliant, enigmatic Jude, a man scarred by an unspeakable childhood trauma. Two brotherly bonds and a masterful deception of love in the 21st century. Hanya Yanagihara's stunning novel is about the families we are born into and those that we make for ourselves. I'm going to say it once again, and I'm not going to repeat myself. I don't know how to pronounce words. Okay? The girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But please, don't judge me, okay? This one I got for my son. Since I was in New York, might as well get him a New York book. Oh my god, my light is making me so upset. Please stop, girly. It's New York Baby by... It just says illustrated by Ward Jenkins. Picture book. You get the gist. Oh my god, this fucking... Forget the fact that I can't speak. So, I promise my next video will be better. It's just... my light... I'm in the middle of moving. And my light is hidden somewhere in my closet. I have 2 ring lights, but they're both hidden somewhere. The next bookstore I went to was this. I don't know if it was the Strand or Posman Books. I don't know which one it was. I think it was Posman. I could be wrong. So we're just gonna move on and go with Posman Books. My light. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. So I got this reusable bag. Super cute. Actually, it's not that cute. I mean, it's cute, but it's not that cute. I bought 2 books there. I'm gonna poke my eye out. And 2 stickers. If anyone, excuse me. If anyone knows me, I am a sticker fanatic. So I got this New York one. And I have an obsession with the taxis, even though the taxis don't really look like this anymore, but so cute. First book I got was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. It says, reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Determined to use this opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination, from making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving show business in the 80s, and of course the 7 husbands along the way. Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendships, and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monique's own in tragic and irreversible ways. Written with Reed's signature talent for creating complex, likable characters, this is a mesmerizing journey to the splendor of old Hollywood and to the sobering realities of the present day, as two women struggle with what it means and what it costs to face the truth. Now, this one is something that I've always wanted. This book has been on my buy list for a couple of years now, but every time I'd go to a bookstore, so I'm the type of person that when I go into a bookstore, I don't search for the books. If a book is on a table and it's on my to buy list, I buy it. I'm not gonna go and ask for a certain book, look for it. I don't know, just lazy of me. I don't know. But this book has been on my buy list for a long time, and every time I went to bookstores, I could never find it. Like, it was never in any of the tables. I would always have to go look for it, and that's not what I do. But at Posman Books, it was there on the table, so I grabbed it, and it's finally in my hands. It's a very it's an acquired taste, okay? It's a weird book. But it is called Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs? And Other Questions About Dead Bodies by Caitlin Doughty. Okay, hear me out. It's a good book. Well, from what I've heard, right? But it sounds good. Let me read it to you. Everyone has questions about death. In Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs, best-selling author and mortician Caitlin Doughty answers the most intriguing questions she's ever received about what happens to our bodies when we die. In a brisk, informative, and morbidly funny style, Doughty explores everything from ancient Egyptian death rituals and the science of skeletons to flesh-eating insects and the proper depth at which to bury your pet if you want Fluffy to become a mummy. Now, featuring an interview with a clinical expert on discussing these issues with young people, the source of some of our most revealing questions about death, Will My Cat Eat My Eyeballs confronts our common fear of dying with candid, honest, and hilarious facts about what awaits the body we leave behind. She is, from what I've heard, because I haven't read any of her books, she's a great author. She has more than one book out. So once I read this, I will be going to get the second one, if it's good. But I've heard it's really good. So, yeah, that was it. Then we're going to do the Strand. So at the Strand, I purchased this really cute tote. Super cute in the back. So first I bought that bag, right? Then, I bought this really cute mug. It has the same design as the bag. I'm so excited to use this. So, I bought this sticker, Independent Strand Books, New York City, booksellers since 1927. The first book I bought was Love Hypotheses, or Hypothesis, however you want to say it. It says, as a third-year PhD candidate, Olive Smith doesn't believe in lasting romantic relationships, but her best friend does, and that's what got her into the situation. Convincing Anne, I don't know how to say Anne, I'm just going to say, that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happily ever after, she was always going to take more than hand-wavy Jedi mind tricks. Scientists require proof. Let me read that again, because I just did not understand that. Okay. Convincing Anne that Olive is dating and well on her way to a happily ever after was always going to take more than hand-wavy Jedi mind tricks. Scientists require proof. Okay, I get it now. I was having the dumbest moment right there. So, like any self-respecting biologist, Olive panics and kisses the first man she sees. That man is none other than Adam Carlson, a young hotshot professor and well-known ass, which is why Olive is positively floored when Stanford's reigning lab tyrant agrees to keep her charade a secret and be her fake boyfriend. And when a big science conference goes haywire, oh my god, don't follow me at this point, don't. Putting Olive's career on the Bunsen burner Adam surprises her again with his unyielding support and even more unyielding six-pack abs. Suddenly, their little experiment feels dangerously close to combustion, and Olive discovers that the only thing more complicated than a hypothesis on love is putting her own heart under the microscope. I need to do some tongue exercises because I'm having some serious issues right now. Anyone else? Anyways. Whoa, this book was expensive. I didn't even realize how much this book was. $27.99, girl. $30. It's not like I can return it anymore. I'm all the way in Texas. I bought this in New York City. Anyways, the second book I bought at that store is Emily Ratajkowski's Girlies, My Body. Okay, something we need to stop doing in the book community, I don't know if it's just me or what, I hate when I'm trying to read what the book is about and all I see is reviews. I get the reviews, they're helpful, don't get me wrong, but I'm trying to see what this book is about. God. Emily is an acclaimed model and actor, an engaged political progressive, a formidable entrepreneur, a global social media phenomenon, and now a writer. Rocketing to world fame at age 21, she sparked both praise and furor with the provocative display of her body as an unapologetic statement of feminist empowerment. This book charts the subsequent evolution in her thinking about our culture's commodification of women. My Body is a profoundly personal exploration of feminism, sexuality, and power, of men's treatment of women and women's realizations for accepting that treatment. These essays chronicle moments from Emily's life while investigating the fetishization of women's beauty, the obsession with and contempt for their sexuality, the perversive dynamics of the fashion and film industries, and the gray area between consent and abuse. Nuanced, fierce, and incisive, My Body marks the debut of a writer brimming with courage and intelligence. I'm just rethinking this whole video because I can't seem to pronounce words tonight. And you guys are probably thinking I'm dumb. But life goes on. The third book and final book I bought at the Strand is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I was in a book club maybe about 2 years ago. And this was one of the books of the month, and I quit that month. So, time to read it. This one says, welcome to Grey London, dirty and boring, without any magic, with one mad King George III. Then there is Red London, where life and magic are revered, and White London, a city is slowly being drained through magical war down to its very bones. And once upon a time there was Black London, but no one speaks of that now. Officially, Kel is a Red Traveler, one of the last magicians who can travel between the worlds, acting as ambassador and messenger between the Londons in service of the Moresh Empire. Unofficially, he's a smuggler, which is a dangerous hobby for him to have, as proved when Kel stumbles into a setup with a forbidden token from Black London. Fleeing into Grey London, Kel runs afoul of Delilah Bard, a cut-purse with lofty aspirations who first robs him, then saves him from a dangerous enemy, and then forces Kel to spirit her to another world for a proper adventure. But perilous magic is afoot, and treachery lurks at every turn to save all of the worlds. They'll first need to stay alive. And the last bookshop, which was my favorite. And I wasn't going to go. I went honestly like 4 hours before my plane left. Was Books Are Magic in Brooklyn. So first, I bought this sweater. It says Books Are Magic, Brooklyn, New York. Super cute. I bought it oversized just when I'm home, which I could just wear it, you know, comfortable. I only bought one book. Are you surprised? Because I was. But it was a signed edition, and it was actually signed there at the bookstore. Here, let me show you. How cool. Anyway, this is Crying in H Mart, a memoir by Michelle Zauner. It says, when Michelle Zauner was in her mid-20s, working as a waitress and struggling to launch her music career in Philadelphia, she got a call that her mother was ill. She put her life on hold and flew home to Eugene, Oregon to be with her mom through the final excruciating months of her battle with cancer. This is Zauner's searingly candid coming-of-age story of growing apart from and then back together with her Korean identity, and of forging her own path in the wake of a devastating loss. With humor and heart, she tells of growing up Asian American, straining to meet her mother's expectations, moving across the country and returning home to reckon with grief. She recalls treasured childhood holidays spent in her grandmother's tiny apartment in Seoul, and now in adulthood, learning to cook the Korean dishes that revived and nourished those memories. She savors the unexpected solace of weekly trips to her favorite Asian grocery store. Vivacious and plain-spoken, lyrical and honest, Zauner's voice is radiantly alive on the page as it is on stage. Crying in H Mart is an exquisite debut. A book to cherish, share, and reread. And my hand is so itchy, guys. Ugh. I bought another mug. This one says, Books are Magic, Brooklyn, New York. Super simple, super cute. So excited. I'm gonna put that over there where you can't see it. Last 3 things I bought are just trinkets. This sticker, couldn't remember the word. Sticker of Books for Magic. This is on the wall. I have a picture of me jumping. I'll insert it right here. I bought this keychain. It says Books are Magic with the line on it. 225th Smith Street, Brooklyn, New York, 11231, just in case you need the address. I got it on my keys. And then I bought this bag. Let me pull it out. I hadn't pulled it out, but I will pull it out for you guys. It says Books are Magic, Brooklyn, New York. You get the gist. That's all it says on the merch. Super cute, super simple. So excited. So yeah, that is everything that I bought in New York. Any book recommendations, let me know. If you just want to chat about books, let me know. I will have my Goodreads and my book talk, my regular TikTok, and anything else linked down below. It was awesome to show you guys all my things. I'm sorry I can't speak.